Hey, it's me, it's Crystal. Well, I've been able to get some service, so I'm going to try to upload as much as I can while I have it. The opportunity to even upload anything at a public facility. It's just crazy. You know, what happened to me wasn't just like a seizure with being poisoned. I have to explain this a little bit better into just this segment. What happened was my brother was being poisoned too. We were rushing him into Matsu Regional Hospital and his heartbeat was at 30. Also, because I keep on getting intercepted by these people that keep dropping these little things in my ear, like, well, maybe you just had seizures, or maybe you were diabetic, or maybe you were this, or maybe you were that. I went into the ER and they pulled out my labs and I wasn't diabetic. I guarantee you, I'll find the laboratory and all the results and I'll post it for you guys. Yeah, because they ran my blood. I mean, as soon as I went into the ER, they pulled out, CBC, CMP, and, the basics, just to make sure that you're okay. And this seizure lasted for 2 months straight. This wasn't like no 2-minute seizure. No, I was in this condition, and I say this with the utmost due respect. I look like Michael J. Fox at the very last days. I mean, it was that bad. I could not stop shaking. I could not talk. If you look at what Monk's Hood does, this is exactly what it does. It's a secret assassin weapon. That's why they can't test my hair. There wasn't nothing they could do on the aftermath of it. In 2021, I actually was asking people for money to get testing, and there's 26,000 people that saw that video and saw my videos that could vouch that this is very true. And I've never had a seizure since. So, what they say and what they're trying to proclaim to validate, like, well, maybe you were just sick. Well, maybe you just had blood sugar problems, or, no. They pulled that out when I went into the hospital. And on January the 2nd should be another laboratory finding. And I think I have that in my paperwork. So what they're trying to implement, I'll tell you something that I ran into. These are the same courtside people that are human trafficking me, and they're trying to get into my head to make me think that what has happened to me is not what it's happened. It has to be something different. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. And that really pisses me off because, my son was being poisoned, my brother was being poisoned, my daughter-in-law was being poisoned. We were all being poisoned. It depends on when we talked out. Yeah, see, we got people. That's what they do. They fly by, they honk their horns. I'm just going to start putting them on camera. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start putting people on camera and calling these people out for what they really do to me. As I'm walking in town, they send up all these people where Robert Dean comes from, Henderson, Nevada. He goes out to Courtside. He runs that cheap living RV. He is the fucking spider, and they won't take care of him. They have the address. It ain't like they have to go and look for this guy. They know exactly where he is. He's been showing up down here to taunt me. I looked him dead in the eyes and told him I'm bringing my army. I will bring it all. And a lot of people up here has been slipping up. They say that they belong in this town, but I've never seen them in this town. And then some people will be like, well, we've only been here 4 or 5 days. And I'll ask them a question like, hey, where is this at? They don't even know where the pawn store is. They don't even know where the grocery store or where the local neighborhoods are. So that tells you right there that I'm being targeted by these fucking monsters. And this is how they roll. This is them. They try to suppress the truth because they're all fucking guilty. The whole system is guilty of this. And they would do anything at this point. I don't even know. I'm sorry. I have to look. Everywhere I go, I gotta really look over my shoulder to see who am I being intercepted by. This little old lady's not an old lady. These people are part of the brotherhood, if you understand. And basically, they're trying to talk me down to make me think that and to invalidate my claims of what has happened, even though I have proof, black and white, that's admissible by the court of law. That even came from their governmental agency showing what I paid for rent and all the videos that I have of us out there working like dogs on this land. All the surveillance. Maybe I need to yank out my son's videos and start playing those and show you what he said. He can never go back into that house is what he told me. There's a video of him saying this stuff and crying. And maybe I need to show up these crying videos of my son at the last of his days begging for help, just like his mother is right now. And nothing's being done about any of this. Too many of it is just humorous and funny. And this, you know, that we're living in the last days of the devil, when the government don't help you, and human trafficking, and most people look at it and they actually embrace it. It's like, to them, this is like the coolest thing ever, like to go hunt down women and children and sell them and stuff. It's like, that's how demented people are. This is what we're dealing with. And this is what I deal with, just to go and people want me to go to a homeless shelter. If I'm getting this at a senior center, can you imagine what a homeless shelter? These courtside people would come here. They already know you have to be dumped out at 6 o'clock in the morning. This is what I'm going through. I go into my local police station today. She tells me I can't make a report. Yeah, I can't make a report. This is what she tells me. I can't make a report. Even though I'm being stalked and they're using this CTG screen and it's their voices, but you can't see their faces. This is what the technology has done to us. And people are giving this to their children. Oh my God. And they even got their Google locator on. Well, so do the human traffickers. Guess what? They got technology that they're able to hunt down people by this Google locator maps. So when you give it to your little Emily or little Tiffany or whatever, and you think that you're giving her something to keep her safe, and come to find out, it ain't keeping her safe, it's keeping her located. So that these people can sit back a block or two and watch her and target her. And as soon as she makes it around a corner where she's alone, they're going to snatch her ass. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And, you know, this is what we're going through in America right now. As I sit here and I'm telling you my story of no resources and no hope, and really there's no hope out here on the streets. There's no help. There ain't no help. There ain't no hope. I mean, unless Americans can stand up and rise and realize that you are the power, you are the creditor. Without you, they wouldn't have a government. They wouldn't have nothing to govern without you. Just think about that. Without you, they wouldn't have jobs. And somehow they convinced everybody else that they're smarter than you, that you have to surrender your rights because you are not very smart. And they know better. They know everything they know better. This is what they're doing. Yeah, we got some funny birds. There's a whole bunch of these funny fuckers, man. They're everywhere. I mean, I'm talking birds are just everywhere. They pull in. They come from courtside. The old Robert Dean clan. Yeah, it's just one big old ShamWow of what's running right now, right here. And they're allowing it. And if they, you know, you think about it, after I've gone from abuse, for them to keep targeting me, I mean, is this even humanly right? And we got more people. They're all showing up. Who fucking knows? Well, anyways, I'm getting out of here.